You set my world free. You set my world free. You set my world free. Yeah. Nothing can compare to. I set myself free. Nothing can compare to. Yeah. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free, nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free, nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I'll believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move. We'll take it to another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another. I've been down before. Feel like a whole world just wants my fall. I've been trapped by what they see me for, but now I'm free, free to go. We'll take it to another level, another level, another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another level, another level, another level, another. You set my world free, nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free, nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I'll believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move.
Hey, vibrant community, welcome to Bible Club.
The show that's your portal to good vibes, laughter, and invaluable life lessons. How's everyone doing, Vibe Tribe? We've curated an extraordinary experience for you today. From wisdom-packed moments to captivating interviews. Grab your favorite snacks, get comfortable, and let's embark on a journey of positive vibes together. We're unraveling essential life lessons, sharing stories that resonate, and who knows, there might be a surprise or two that'll leave you inspired. You know what time it is? It's time to take off. Buckle up, Vibe Tribe, because the Vibe O'Clock starts now.
Ready start with our glitches here, but what's good, everyone? What's good? We are back with another Vibe O'Clock. Had a minor almost glitch here right now, but we're here together. I'm here with Shaka, and I'm sure that today it's going to be another Vibe O'Clock with that zhuzh to help you guys take off to the next level. What's up, Shaka?
Yeah, no, I'm sure they were waiting for this moment.
Yeah, no, I can I can imagine. You know, some people are savage when it's already 7, when it's 6:59, and they don't see that live. They're already gonna start sending comments and messages like, "Where is the Vibe O'Clock?"
The good thing is not TV, because if you ever remember the times of TV, you want to watch something and someone else wants to watch something else.
Yo, there's that fight for the remote.
Yo, did you ever break the remote?
Never days. I need that remote in my life. I need that remote in my life. I legit need it in my life. I want to ask, actually, since you brought up the topic, what has been like that does anyone had that intense fight for the remote, actually? Like, I want to know in the comment section, have you ever been in that moment where, you know, the TV is there, the remote is there, but there are probably like 3 or 4 individuals in the same room wanting to watch something different? You know, I don't know, someone wants to watch WWE, the other one wants to watch soapies, and the other one wants to watch soccer. Has anyone ever been in that situation?
That's so classic.
Have you, Shaka?
Yo, my sister, man.
Tell us.
No, the thing is, like, there were 2 TVs in the house, and they would both, you were forced to watch the same thing, both TVs. I don't know how that went about, but that's how it used to be. Then one day, I don't remember what she did. I said, "No, you're not watching TV." Then she went to the room, and she just sneaked into the room and started watching in the room, man. Yo, my mom had gone out. When I went there, I got the remote from her. She started screaming, man. I thought the whole neighborhood would come to my house, man. I thought they would say, "No, this guy is trying to kill this girl." And our neighborhood wasn't that normal neighborhood, you know, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, things were happening there.
If it was an actual point where I was beating her, they wouldn't even feel strange. They would say, "Oh, another one."
Sibusiso is saying here, Shaka, that flashbacks are coming back. Please tell us, share the endeavors. We want to know, guys. We want to know, actually.
Yeah, please give us the full story. We like hearing it all.
Yeah, so tell us. Okay, Jessica here. Whoa. Jessica says here, yes, multiple times. And my mom would punish us by giving us a spoon of chili and then taking the remote and starts watching her soapies.
Man, that's savage. Giving a spoon of
Yo,
chili.
I would die. Guys, I am weak.
We both.
You serious? Even you?
Man, I once fainted because of that. Just for having an idea.
Don't get any ideas, guys. Don't be giving Shaka now some chili.
No, if you just want to kill me, I'm giving you the clue.
I'm loving the comments here. Little Honolo says, Coco Melon versus La Liga. Ish, I can imagine, especially when it's El Clasico and you wanna watch the game. I can imagine. Irene, okay, Coco Melon seems to be now the popular thing here because Irene says Coco Melon and Mr. Bean. Yo.
I think Coco Melon is winning, you know. It's the second one I read.
Yeah, no, Coco Melon, 2-0, it's up. Temelitle says, I punched someone in the face for the remote, and out of anger, I added vinegar in her tea. You guys have no chill.
Man,
For the remote.
they're very creative with their punishment.
Yeah, punish, like already. Chili, I can't have. Vinegar, I'm not a fan of. I'm not messing with you guys ever when it comes to the remote. I'm already seeing here problems here, guys. Yo, you guys would go that far. Matidiso says, I've hid the remote. The first person that gets the remote watches whatever they want to watch, and we all have to watch it. That's crazy.
Yeah, but at least this house had a rule.
Yeah, at least.
It's less worse.
At least it's less worse. Refilwe says here, fighting the remote with your siblings until your mom takes the remote and watches the 7 p.m. news.
Yo, man, that was so boring. That was so boring, man. The news, it's like,
Yeah, no. That is an anti-climax.
it's better to watch Kumbule Kaya, man.
Yo. Yo. Just for peace. It's rough here. Spusiso says the living room just turned into a boxing ring. Mukhadi says here, I wonder how the tea tasted. And Vele, I wonder. Vinegar and tea.
Man, I can't even figure out how it you know.
Yeah.
Yo,
No, guys. No.
remind me of never inviting you guys for anything.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I think when we but then it's antisocial because now imagine we've all got our cellular devices and everything, so you could assign everyone to like your own screen, and then this big screen. I think it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, I just wish they are not like two in the same house watching from different devices. They should be okay, guys. Just one thing: you should be watching the Bible clock together as one. Don't do that thing.
We're gonna talk about Together as One later because we have the photo challenge tomorrow, but we'll talk about that
It's lit, man.
later. Shaka and I, guys. Moving on. And I would have for peace. For peace. Let's read this comment here, Shaka, for our peace. It says here, and I would have the remote and they would close the light of the DSTV so I can't change until I give it to them. Okay, that's crazy here. Emilia says, I used to turn the batteries upside down and when watching TV so that, oh, my bad, I read it wrong. I used to turn the batteries upside down when I'm watching TV so that someone who tries to change the channel would try and fail. That's clever.
Man, these guys, they defend the remote and the TV with all they have, man.
You fight for that remote with your life. But that's clever, actually. Turn it upside down.
I think I'm bringing a TV and a remote tomorrow for the hangout, man.
Yeah, no, good idea. The challenge of the remote. Which nation will win the TV? I wonder.
My grandmother would also make us stand in the line whenever we were in the homelands and make us take our hands out and hit our hands with a wooden spoon because we're making noise in the house. Yo, the flashbacks, that's why I just started Netflixing.
Yeah, Netflix, I think, changed everything. I mean, streaming as a whole will not be promoting all the platforms and blah, 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 but they changed things as a whole because nowadays, TV, it's something so...
Man, I don't remember last time I said... I don't remember, man.
I don't. As Offense says here, I'm in the same boat as you, Shaka, because Offense says here, I have no remote wars. I have everything duplicated on my phone and on my computer. So she's got everything there for her to watch.
Yeah, but that's now, man. That's now. Now you can mirror your phone on the computer. You can duplicate. Man, there was a day that everything you could.
But wait, what if you have that streaming platform and when it allows you to only allow streaming on one device or two devices and you're sharing it with the family and you have to kick someone out so that you can watch.
You know that there is a country, man. Netflix, these guys are clever. There is a country where you can't share. There was a time by you could share your account with someone like living in another neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Now they get your IP and location, man. If you're playing from a different location of your address, it doesn't work.
Yes, that's true. And it always asks you, as of late, it's been asking you to update.
Don't update.
Your household, something like that. So there's an email and so forth. So if you share with me and you watch on your device and I want to watch on my device, I can't.
Yeah, if we are under the same roof, we can. But once you go out, man, these guys have gone too far. Yeah, now we don't fight brothers anymore. We fight Netflix.
Okay, Tebucho says something here. I don't know. You guys will be the judge of it. But Vinny, I guess it's always ladies, mostly in the dining room or in the sitting room, it turns into a battlefield just for the remote? I don't know.
I better not you say anything.
I don't know if I should take sides on this one.
No, better not.
I don't know.
Remember that after when we finish the Bible
Still
clock, we are
advice.
alone, man. We are alone
After
at
school
home.
is after school.
Yo,
After school is after school. But on today's topic, Shaka, I mean, we're going to build up to it. I just had an idea I'm going to share with you. We're going to have a break, a short break. It's going to come up in a bit. But I just had an idea. Guys, from TV to streaming, nowadays, let's be honest. How many here? I wish we could do a poll on this thing, but I don't know. I need to learn how to do a poll here on our streaming platform. How many of you actually still watch TV today? That's a question I want to. How many of you will actually turn on the TV and you will still, besides the sports, I know Showmax is taking the sports by storm, but besides like your super sport and everything for the
but even
gents.
sports, man. Sports, I don't know. It's like you don't watch. If the match is over, you didn't watch it. You just go to YouTube and you search for highlights.
You check the highlights. Exactly. But I want to know, like, I agree with you on that. I do that, Shaka.
Exactly.
I do that. I really do that as well. But I want to know who still watches TV. Like, you will genuinely turn on the TV and you will watch your SABCs or your ETV, or you'll watch your DSTVs. I don't know. I think the last time I actually watched DSTV was like 2012, 2013, in my honest opinion. But how many of you today still actually turn on the TV and watch?
And please share with us what you're watching. Maybe you convince us to go back to TV.
You never know. And when I say watch TV, I'm not saying you turn on the TV to then watch Netflix. I'm talking about the traditional form of TV.
Like
I want to know. Traditional form. So your DSTV, your
YouTube on TV doesn't work. Doesn't
channels and so forth. I actually want to know. So let's do this. I'm going to go for a quick break here, Shaka. I'm going to explain to you what I have in mind, and then we're going to come back because, yeah, I'm curious now.
I can feel it.
I'm curious, guys. I'm curious, and I want to hit on something. So we're going to be right back. After maybe a poem or two. We'll see how it goes.
Take the sandals of your feet. The place you're walking on is holy ground. These words were spoken by a timeless God, endless forever, multiplied by eternity, compounded to infinity. He is the giver of time. You cannot control it, increase it, decrease it, speed it up, slow it down, nor can you extend it, but it carries your whole life. It's a workshop where realities are made. It's a spiritual commodity, a university that can turn your life around. A great institution whose potentialities are practically unlimited, precious than diamonds, purified like gold, sanctified like marriage, sacred like the New King James Version. Your choices on time can either drag you down or make you real. To be or not to be is in a choice, but choice on time is the only fact there is. You are where you are. You are what you are. You are what you think you are. Your habitual inclinations on time determines who you are. You think, therefore you are. Your mastermind group is incredibly important because of the simple process that you become who you spend your time with. And you're not even aware that you've been with me for the past minute.
Okay, We're back. I just had to brief Shaka here on something. And thank you, Shaka. And we're going to talk about this. So I want to go through the comments. I didn't get a chance to really check it here. But let's go through the comments real quick, because now I'm curious here. Jessica says, whoa, okay, just a second. She says, it depends, but I still watch MTV to watch Catfish. Okay, so there's still something there. Ntidi Singh says here, I have full 7 months without watching TV.
Yo,
Okay,
that's long.
okay. Offense says, I'm a streamer, Uncle Vinny. TV is a thing of the past. So Offense has kept up with the times. She is full on streaming. Don't blame you, because I'm in the same boat as you. I don't watch TV. I don't think, personally, I just feel that TV has lost its zhuzh, if we can put it like that. It just doesn't appeal anymore to us. It's
Competitiveness.
true. But also, I don't know, Shaka, I'm going to give you I agree, the competition is a thing, but my thing is, I have to wait the next day to watch the next episode, or I have to wait, like, you know, the days where it was Dragon Ball Z, and then like you had to wait the next day for Goku to do this or that and the other, and so forth. And it was so like, I wanted it now.
It was stressing because you would finish that and you would be like, whoa, what about now?
Yes, I wanted everything like one after the. I wanted to binge, and today streaming gives me the option to binge watch.
I also can't deal with the fact that you don't know what's gonna happen. Man, the Avengers killed me for an entire year, man, until the second one, the end game came through.
And you have to wait. It's frustrating. Here Ngabagazi, sorry, says, I have zero interest in TV now. I don't watch it at all. Okay.
Yeah.
Sharon says here, honestly, I still do. All right.
I'm surprised we got someone who still does.
That's nice. That's good. No, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. You like what you like, guys. You know, we're not here to bash and say now that those who watch TV, you know, like, you're the modern day criminal. There's no such. Everyone should be able to enjoy what they like.
And some years TV is going to be in our vintage
Pictures for the next photo challenge. Wow, you still have a flat screen. Emilia says here, is it me or TV is boring? I only watch sports and cartoons. Yes, I'm old. I'm not throwing stones. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not throwing stones, Emilia, at all. I'm not throwing stones there. Here, Dando Yenkosi says, the only thing I watch on TV is Skim Sam. Okay. Lindo Kutle says, I still watch TV, forever loyal to that show that plays at 7:30 SABC 1. Okay. Tembelitle says here, I have to watch MTV and Big Brother. Daystar Bonnie Ryan says the same thing, Big Brother. Okay, we see Big Brother, here's a thing. All right. Slee says here, my sister and I would fight for the remote to the extent that one of us would sit on top of one another. Yo, that's hectic. And she still watches TV, by the way.
No, there are few shows, man, that like they know how to catch.
Yeah.
And they know how to hold people.
Facts.
But it's like, it's very few. You see that they even repeat themselves in the comment section. It's like...
It keeps you talking, like... But the problem is that waiting factor, Shaka. For me,
But
personally...
usually they're the ones you don't need to wait.
Yeah.
It's usually the ones you don't need to wait. It's the shows that like you watch whatever you have to watch. Like, and it's done. I remember there was one I used to like every second counts. So you're done, man. You finish the show, you're done, you know everything. But now if you have to wait for tomorrow to know who killed who or who stole what.
No, I can't.
Zalo.
I can't. Tommy CBS says here, watching TV isn't a thing anymore. Okay, wow, that's crazy. I see where it's going, but Little Honolo here also says, I think I influenced more than 5 hardcore TV fans to cancel their DSTV subscriptions and introduce them to streaming. You're not the only one.
Don't allow DSTV to find out what you're doing, man.
Yeah, no. And guys, We're not here to fight DSTV as well. Not at all. Offense says, I switch on the TV for Netflix, Disney Plus, Showmax, Spotify, and YouTube. Abo SABC can wait. Vele, yeah. Vele, I think for some reason.
She's defending, man. She's defending the streaming with all that she has, man.
Facts, she is. Matidiso says, I sometimes on YouTube or Showmax on my phone. They cancel the DSTV at the moment and they notice the price is increasing every year. I didn't even know Muvango finished. No, guys, it's crazy. But it's crazy that everyone is making that shift to streaming nowadays because let's be honest, guys, it's convenient. Shaka, it's convenient. Streaming is super convenient. I can watch what I want when I want. I don't need a schedule. I don't need to wait.
You can pause.
I can pause. I can watch it halfway, and then when I come back, I can continue watching it from where I left off. It's so convenient. Imagine now with TV, you have to wait for the repeat. And if there's no repeats, it's over. Or you wait for that beginning recap previously on. And then it's going to give you 5 minutes of a 20-minute program. And you miss out on all of that. It's crazy.
No, that's true. And it makes actually the fact what I think also that have influenced a lot is that with your streaming you can just make it in your phone.
Yes.
If you stop and think, we're not much into big TVs anymore. Most of the stuff we watch is here on the phone while you're at the
phone,
text.
your tablets, though. But Shaka, let's not also despise the fact that you can get the app now on your TV. I think the brands themselves, the manufacturers, were smart to integrate apps into the television as well. I think that's also a smart thing they did.
No, yeah, it's true. But still, if you pay attention, most of the stuff you watch, you don't watch when you're at home.
That's true. You're always on the go.
Exactly. You're in the taxi, or you're in the break where you work, or you at school. There's a break. You go there. You have your phone. You check what's going on. You watch a video. YouTube also has made it crazy because, man, I'm sure if we start checking here, please let me know I'm not alone. There are people that YouTube is their TV, man. They don't go for anything.
Facts.
It's YouTube and that's
Facts. YouTube has become... I think YouTube was the beginning of that transition to, what do you call this? From television to streaming, because it just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
True.
So, yeah. Then we have things like Unive, guys. We can't forget Unive. Let's take it home. So, Unive is also a thing now. It's very convenient. Now we've got our Christian content where we can watch. And to those of you who haven't got your subscription, you should get it because there's some nice content there. Especially now we've got some English stuff as well with the soapies and everything. So it's very, 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 very good. Even you see that even Faith has taken a turn and advantage on Christian content being not just limited to like television programs, but you have it on streaming as well, which I think is also very nice. I just want to see here. Shaka's leaning into the comments. I don't know if you saw something, but yeah. Refilo says, proves your point right here, Shaka.
YouTube is the TV. And that's true. Man, I remember times that there were some channels that I would go there basically every day trying to find a new thing. There is one currently that my wife and I we get to watch every week when they release a new one. We there.
I agree there. I agree. Litabo says something interesting here, Shaka. Sorry, I had cut you. It's because I was a bit divided with the comment here. She says, but Uncle V, the curiosity of watching the following day is nice. I enjoy the waiting. I think
we're just different people.
She has a point because back then, now we sound old. But back then, guys, remember,
not bad.
There were some certain programs where they'd say what will happen next and then on whatever, and there would be that curiosity. But streaming ruined us because now there is no what will happen next. It's literally at the bottom of your the bottom right of your screen, it's just gonna say skip to next episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you're there. So I don't know, like back then, Litabo, I agree, because back then that curiosity, it did the thing.
There is only one cartoon that I've got agreement. It's Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Because they would begin the new chapter already with what would happen at the end. But they wouldn't tell you how, like, would start, watch today, Goku's death. And then you were like, how is he dying this time around? But apart from that, okay, it's a point, but I still don't think my curiosity needs to go there, man.
True that, Shaka, true that. Offense, you're making me laugh here. They're already asking for the Univer credentials. Uncle Offense, I saw a post someone asking for Univer logins. Guys, it's just what, around $80, guys. Come on, guys.
Just subscribe.
Just subscribe. Nothing. Let's support the content on Univer. But Shaka, let's turn this up a notch. Guys, I want to turn this up a notch because it's going to lead to the objective of today. Now, we can agree here that almost everyone, I don't know, but almost everyone here is on some form of streaming platform. Be it YouTube, going down to your Netflix, your Showmax, Amazon, Disney Plus, and so forth, your Prime, and so forth. I mean, even SABC is streaming nowadays.
Yes.
So it's quite interesting. And there are various streaming platforms. But let's be honest, guys. When you're in front of that screen, be it on your cell phone, on your computer or your tablet or the TV, you've been in this situation, Shaka. I had this experience last Sunday when I was waiting for the photo challenge to begin. I had just got home and Auntie was just preparing a quick meal for us to watch the photo challenge. And I was on Netflix. And then I'm seeing there's that first row, continue watching. And then there's that second row, top 10. And then there's the third row, action or comedy or whatever. Then there's that fourth row, that fifth row. With all of these different things to watch. Now, I struggled to pick something to commit to watch until the photo challenge had started. And I have the same crisis on YouTube at times, Shaka. When I have like your few minutes to spare and I go on YouTube, there are so many options and there's a stuff suggested for you and recommended and blah, blah, blah. And I look at all these thumbnails and all the images look appealing and interesting and so forth. But I struggle to pick one. I don't know if you've been in that situation, Shaka.
Yes.
I don't know if the comment section has been in that situation before.
And when it gets a little better, you start watching a movie, and after 5 minutes, I didn't like it. And then you go to another movie, 5 minutes of that other movie, you didn't like it, and you go, the options, there's so many. You literally, you go through everything you can until you start watching. YouTube has that funny thing that it gives you a video now, and then if you keep scrolling, it's gonna give you that video again, like, oh, you didn't watch this one. Man, I think the options are just so many.
But so many, it's crazy. I've been in this situation. I don't know if you guys have been in this situation in the comment section where there's just so much to watch and you don't know where to start picking. Like, you just don't know where to start picking here. Emilia says here, I've realized that when I watch too many short videos, the long videos seem like punishment. It's another situation, but it's crazy.
And that's why there is a vibe going on now that they put two videos together, man. And you kind of watch two of them together. I think they realize that we're striving for more, man.
Offensive. Now says, Uncle, now I'm interested in seeing your continue watching list. Honestly, guys,
That's long.
it is quite long. I have commitment issues with anything like visually to watch.
Last time you watched a series, man,
That I completed.
like beginning to end.
I don't remember. That I've completed, a series that I've completed.
Like you went to the last one. Yo.
I don't remember. No. Okay, I do have one. It was on Prime. It was some weeks back, but it took a while. But usually I have this thing where I'll start and then I will just stop along the way, then I'll go back, and then it'll be this back and forth all the time. What about you, Shaka?
Man, I don't remember when I last did that. Actually, my wife and I we say no, we can't watch series. That's too addictive, man. You start watching, then you wanna go. When you realize you're literally watching everything, but it's been long. Man, really, really long. The last one I watched that I liked, I wanted the second season, and they never gave it to me. Then I gave up.
I'm gonna do this, nah? Let's go for another break. I want to actually understand this. Why is it that we fail to go through at times with the whole concept of like completing a series? Like, I struggle. There are some, I'm not saying it's always, I'm not gonna say that we always neglect completing the series, but at times we start and then we just never finish. I have this case where I'm just gonna stare at the option. Sometimes I don't even start, because I even sit and compare, and I'm like, okay, but this one could be better than that one. So-and-so told me about that one, but so-and-so's taste about this, I don't know, and stuff. So why are we unable to like just pick something and go through with it?
Yeah, what's the whole point about that? It's like,
It's frustrating. So we're going to go for a quick break, maybe another poem here. And then we are going to actually dissect this, because this is interesting. Some say they don't struggle, they finish. I want to learn what's the secret, because I am struggling to do so. So we're going to go for a short break and we'll be right back.
Why the YPG? How do I even explain this? I mean, don't get me wrong. If I could, I would write a song about it, or maybe even rap about it. But instead, I'm going to do a spoken word about it. Why the YPG? This question gets me so excited. And I hope that maybe through these words that you may get enlightened. Enlightenment, that's one of the things that this family is about. They didn't just revive my vibe, they helped revive my life. I used to be a sheep waiting for slaughter. Don't get me wrong, in the eyes of the world I still am. But the new script I abide by handed me an armor to which no weapon formed against me can prosper. Why the YPG? I got a better question. Why not the YPG? A place of joy, peace, and vibes. A place where we got so much truth, we don't need the lies. A place where I don't need to carry a piece of myself, but I am taught to walk with a peace within myself. A place where we got so much joy that it radiates from a distance. That even on your darkest day, you couldn't dare to resist it. Look, rhymes aside, the YPG is my family. And I have mentors and members that will always check up on me on a daily. Yeah.
Almost forgot to turn on the mic. But let's see here what people are saying. Emilia is saying here, I have, uncle. Having many options is not my thing. I just look at the options, read the descriptions, and pass until I find myself watching a movie I've already watched 5 times. And ironically, I do the same thing. I end up watching the exact same thing I've watched already a bunch of times. And I don't know. I don't know why.
it's
I
just
do
like, you won't feel disappointed for wasting your time with something you didn't like. I think there is nothing more hurting, man, in terms of streaming than you spending an hour and a half And now movies no longer they are an hour and a half. It's like 2 hours and a half. And at the end you say like, why did I waste my time watching this?
You know, it's like I wish I could have my time back. Sometimes with some things that I've watched, I'm like, oh, what a waste of my time. I wish I could get it back. So it's crazy. Eddie says, yeah, he doesn't struggle. He finished them all. Like, Eddie, please give us the secret, because, yeah, I have this issue.
Yeah,
like,
I can. Okay, I'll share my contact with you, Eddie. After the Bible clock, we're gonna have some talk.
Yeah, because honestly, it's crazy. Tommy CBS says here, series requires commitment, like a heavy commitment, honestly, which is crazy. It is crazy. Simpiwe says here, me too. I think my attention span is limited. To be honest, I zone out quickly. Mukhadi says, y'all need commitment to watch a series. Yes.
A lot. It's a lot.
That's your time that you will never get back. Think about that.
I don't know if it's why the reason may be because my time is like limited. The time I have for it, it's very little. And I have to share with a lot of things as well. But it's still, I think it's like, there's so much, and at times you feel like you could watch everything, and at the same time you don't want to watch anything. I don't know if it makes sense.
I've been there as well. I've been there as well. Emilia says here, you can go for it, Chaka.
Has anyone did the thing where you watch the first 5 minutes of the video, skip to the middle, 5 and skip to the end, and in an hour video? I think we all have done that.
No, all the time.
Yeah, even moves, man. When I'm watching, I like watching alone at times, because if I do it, that part of the move that you just feel it's so predictable, you're like, let me just move 5 minutes to see it's gonna be nice.
If it's gonna get any better. Offense, you get me. I'm this person too. I don't blame you, Uncle Vinny. I'm that 1 to even times 2 people's voice notes. That's how much I value my time. I'm the kind of person now, Shaka, where I can't listen to voice notes on a normal pace. For me, times 2 is normal.
It's normal.
I can't
Me too.
listen to anything below
And
that.
I'm waiting for the times 3, man.
On Telegram, you can get up to times 4.
Serious?
Yep.
Thank you for showing that.
But you gotta pay.
Yeah.
You gotta pay.
Good things of life you pay.
Nothing worth having comes free, guys.
Commitment only.
As Tebucho saying here.
The way you're saying only, it seems like commitment, it's a lot, guys. Trust me, it's not just only.
Chanel finished me. With one movie, I can watch almost 60 reels. So reels it is. That's crazy, guys. How we look at time and everything.
We have different perspectives about time, né?
It's interesting. The way we value time here. It's crazy. Whoa, Shaka. Whoa.
Nah, this girl, offense, you have just reached the top.
I do that with some YouTube videos.
Yes, YouTube, I'm all right with that.
With podcasts, there's somewhere I listen to it like really fast.
More especially if like I'm making a research on YouTube and it's something that I need to learn, then I put on. But now Netflix.
That's interesting. No, that's really interesting. But I think we can start narrowing this down, guys, because I was thinking about this the other day, and some of you guys have mentioned it. I struggled when I was waiting for the photo challenge, which we'll talk about in a bit. I struggled to commit to something to watch. I had this worry. There were 2 thoughts in my head. What if it's good? But then, what if it's not good? What if, I'm actually going to enjoy myself like in this waiting period and actually find something interesting to watch? Or am I just going to watch and not waste my time? Because you also need to give it a chance, guys. Like, you have to give this thing a chance. Some series, like, they really need to captivate you. Like, first 5 minutes, it's like, it needs to hold you. But others, the story builds up and so forth. So I have that fear. of if I commit, will I gain at least a moment of leisure and entertainment, or will I just waste my time, my energy, and my patience with these with the content? So I will scroll and scroll and scroll. I will go up and down, trailers left and right, trying to.
Another thing that I believe it adds up, because you know that YouTube, Netflix also, all these streamers, they are going to have that one thing that, whoa, it just slipped my mind that word, that one thing that makes what you like coming to your screen.
The algorithms.
The algorithms. So it ends up that you have 5 videos and they look like the same. You feel like I'm watching it again. I don't know if you ever had that impression that you're watching something, you're like, wait, I watched that somewhere. And then it's not you watch it that somewhere, it's just you watch it something that's very similar. Even the thumbnails now with AI. I believe a lot of people are using AI for thumbnails. So they look alike, they're very appealing. And when you stop in front of them, it's like, I have all of it, but I don't have the time for all of it.
Exactly.
What should I go for?
It's crazy. It's really crazy, guys. And it made me, I don't know about you, Shaka, right now, but it made me think a little bit deeper that we struggle to commit to something. And that struggle keeps us stuck and stagnant in the same position. Because I did not move or progress from that home page on the TV. I didn't. I kept going up and down, left and right. Time was going. The thing with stagnancy, it's crazy because time moves, but you don't. So time is passing. I don't know if you've ever noticed when you're stuck on your phone, going through all those reels, and you look at the time, you're like, yo, how did time fly so fast? And it's crazy now when trying to pick something to watch, we become stagnant. We become stuck. We see time going. We don't take a step towards committing to something with all those options, and we remain in the same position. Let's bring that to life now. I know we built up to this, but I want you guys to actually stop and think about how we actually become stagnant when we don't decide to commit to something. And that's a struggle. That's a real struggle. The moment you decide to stay stuck in the same position, like taking on a new hobby, what will I gain? Will I enjoy it? Will I not enjoy it? Will this thing be fun or not fun? Time is going, you're thinking about it, but you're not doing anything about it. And you remain in that same position, in that same place, in that same mindset, in that same, lifestyle forever. And you don't move. There is no progress just because of a lack of commitment, a lack of decision to go out and say, you know what, I'm actually going to give this a try. I'm actually going to commit to this. I'm actually going to see this to the end. Because that's another thing that happens with our series. We'll watch, but we'll never finish.
Exactly.
We'll never finish it.
And the point that if you think when it comes to the series, to move, there is a pause, there is a 2 times speed. What about life? Life, you don't have these features. You can't put life on pause.
You can't.
You can pause your conquest, you can pause your plans, but life will keep moving. The others will keep moving. Everything else will move. We do not have control over time. Time is actually relative. It feels like for one it took so long, while it feels like for the other one it didn't take that long.
It didn't move at all.
Exactly. And you know, it's a funny fact. I don't know if it ever happened to you. You meet an old friend from school, and you realize that after years since you left school, your life has moved. You got married. You're doing what you love. And when you look at that person, not we judging him or judging her, but like his life hasn't moved at all. It's like he's still stuck with the same personality. He did not develop any different skill, because we have to develop with time. We have to be better with time. Time is actually our best friend if we know how to use it. But we need to, I usually say that time is like money. Every day we give in the same amount of time, everybody. And the way you invest it, it will determine how your future is going to be. Yes, we like Facebook Reels, we do like videos, we do like, for example, we're talking about we don't commit to series, but if you stop and think the way our lives go, it's like when you blink, it's the end of the day and still have a lot of things to do. For example, right now we're not going home and let me just take shower and sleep.
Still have work to do.
Yeah, there's still work to be done. So how am I gonna commit to series if still I have a lot of things? It's actually stop and think within 5 years, where do I want to be? And what do I have to do to be there in that place? Because your sacrifices of now are going to lead you either to something better, to something different, or the lack of the sacrifice will make you stagnant. And you may become that very toxic person who complains and says that opportunity comes for everybody except for you.
I get you. And that's true. And at the end of the day, we need to commit to something. Because if we don't, then we're going to be stuck. We are going to be stuck, guys. If we don't commit to, like, for example, if I did not just decide to watch something and stopped entertaining the two voices in my head, I would have passed the time at least a bit more effective. And maybe why life is not progressing is because we aren't committing to that goal, to that plan, to that objective. It's that clash within our heads. What will so-and-so think about me? Or what will so-and-so say? What if it goes wrong? Versus what if it goes right? And there it begins, this back and forth. And time is moving. And you're stuck there, in between the two thoughts. In between deciding on what to do or what not to do. Deciding whether you should ignore the voices or accept the voices. And there's been no progress, no movement. Maybe you haven't committed to that goal which you've had for a long time to invest in yourself. You haven't taken that decision to say, you know what, I'm actually going to shut the voices of negativity, of what people say about me and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to go through this. Whether it goes right or go wrong, I'm going to go through it. And remember, we spoke about this once in the Bible clock. There is never a failure, but there are lessons. There are lessons. Maybe if we bring it back to the series, maybe the lesson will be next time I need to check the trailer before I actually commit to something. Maybe I should read about it. Maybe I should get some context and research about it. Maybe I need to give more time to that before I take my decision so that I don't waste the time that I waste. And maybe that's something that we need to start doing going forward, is that we decide and we stick through it, whether we like it or not. Commitment is a struggle because the world offers so many options today. There are so many options right now on your cell phone. When you open your music, your Spotify, there are so many artists to listen to. And you've got to pick one to listen to. You can't listen to them all at the same time. When you open your streaming platform, you have got to, at the same time, pick one thing to watch. You can't watch three things at the same time. Although we're in that phase where we'll turn on the TV and stream something and we'll scroll through our phone. But naturally, even there, you're going to have to commit to one. You can't commit to both.
You can't.
You can't do two at the same time because you're not paying attention to it. So you either commit to your phone and ignore the TV, or you'll ignore the TV and focus on the phone. And maybe at times, because of that lack of decisiveness, life is stagnant. You're stuck. The same way how I felt. I was stuck in front of the TV, deciding on what to watch. And I ended up watching nothing on that platform until the photo challenge had started. But I didn't commit. And because of that, I was wasting my time. Time was moving and I was there going up and down, left and right. So that's a struggle. And maybe you are going through that struggle right now where there are a lot of options. Maybe you don't know what to do tomorrow. You don't know what you want to do for your future. And there are so many options. You see yourself as a chef or a mechanic. You see yourself as this or that and the other, and you don't know where to start. But at some point, you will have to pick one and give it time so that you can find out.
And you know, a thing, it reminds me of a friend, school friend that I had. Whenever she would have a problem, she would say like this, I'm going to sleep. Because when I sleep, I don't think of the problems. But you know what? Many people don't understand that not doing anything, it's a decision you have taken already. Some people feel like if I don't decide, I won't get it wrong. But you're already getting it more than wrong, if I may say like that, by not taking a decision, because you'll be stagnant. Your life is not going to move. You know that I used to say that I'd rather take a fast decision. If it goes wrong, I'll learn it faster.
Exactly.
Than being there thinking. And obviously, I'm not saying be irresponsible and just take decisions without calculating.
Disclaimer.
Yes, just a disclaimer. Because you may go like, no, Shaka told me that I can just take fast decisions. No. But there are moments where you have calculated everything, man. You have tried every possible, every possible path for that situation. And a decision needs to be taken. So if you just decide to be stagnant, not doing anything, say I'm not taking responsibility, you're already taking it. It's already a decision. It's already something. And at least if you... I'm not...
That's deep. You're responsible for being irresponsible.
Exactly. Obviously, I'm not telling you go and marry someone like that. No, that's a different situation. But there'll be situations, I don't know which course I'm going for. And sometimes for 5 years, you don't know which course you should go for and you're stagnant. So at least if you pick up one,
Yes.
you'll be able to do something.
You will know whether it's for you or not.
Exactly. And I believe that young people should have in mind, that's okay to change. We get things wrong at time. Guys, I don't know anybody who reached the top without getting it wrong before.
Exactly. That's true.
I haven't heard of a story, I haven't read of anybody
That's true.
that got to the top without mistakes. I was reading today the story of Steve Jobs. Man, this guy was literally dismissed in his own company.
It's crazy.
It's like it's your own company and still people dismiss you. But yes, he learned something, and when he came back, he took his company to the top. In other words, he failed. But when he needed to take a decision, he took. So don't be stagnant. It's time for you to move on. Move on with your life. What are the projects that you have put there in the drawer that they're already dusty? What are the papers? What are the plans that you just gave up on them and you were giving yourself time? The same time you give to yourself, you can give to these projects.
So true, Shaka. Matsidiso is saying here, I'm now reflecting on the things I put on hold. Things that were meant to help me discover my strengths and guide my path forward. It's only a matter of time before we realize the importance of investments we make for our future in terms of what we choose to commit our minds to. That's true. Sinovuyo says, in an era we're living in now, it's like time is moving fast, than when our parents were young. But the fact is our generation is becoming more impatient, hence why technology is advancing. All depends on how one spends the 24 hours given to them. Time goes with discipline. Simpiwe says here, lack of completion, lack of interest. Have you ever watched an interesting series? You will definitely finish it in a day. That's if it's compelling enough. So true. So true. Tebucho says here, Uncle Vin and Uncle Shaka, it's extremely true what y'all just shared with us. What I highlighted, we need to be committed to something with a good volume of understanding too. Very, very, very true, guys. And the moment we get this right, the moment we do this, that's when things are going to change. That's when life is actually going to move. Because honestly, guys, if you stand still, so will everything else in your life stand still. Because you didn't take that moment to commit to something. Yes, you might get it wrong. Like we're speaking, I know there are youth who have the struggle. I don't know what I want to do tomorrow. You need to learn to explore. By exploring, you're going to find hobbies, interests, your strengths, your weaknesses. But you have to commit to it. Even if it seems like it's not appealing in the beginning, but after some time it even becomes appealing. And like, for example, if you commit to reading a book, they say read for 5 minutes, because after those 5 minutes you won't feel it anymore. And maybe that's something that should start happening. Maybe you need to commit to reading again, to strengthening the mind. Nowadays, all the information comes through listening, but we don't train our brains anymore to read, to get something visual coming inside of us. And that's something we need to invest in as well. Picking up a book is super important. Picking up a new hobby, committing to doing something, committing to investing in yourself. Maybe you are committed. I know we're speaking to only those who are not committed, if we can put it like that, to something. But maybe you're committed, but to the wrong thing. Maybe you're committed to the reels and so forth. But how many of those reels are actually benefiting you to
They
help
won't
you
pay
move
off
forward?
at the end of the day.
And think about this. I'd like you guys to get a camera, another camera, to record you in a room and record yourself watching reels. We look ridiculous sometimes because we're like this for the longest of times, and maybe we commit to something that doesn't give us back so much. Not despising social media, because social media has its good side. There is positive content, there is content that builds
its role.
and helps, but maybe we're committed to the other content that just takes our time and robs us of our future and goals and, having us take steps in the right direction. We're committed to that instead of committing to something that's actually going to build us. And that's another concern which we need to start thinking about. Where do your commitments lie with all of that?
Exactly, because, someone once told, make this, I would invite some to make just this challenge. Get a glass, leave it in your room, and you make small paper balls. You write then objectives. I want to learn a new language. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. And every time you're able to accomplish one of them, you throw that ball inside of that glass. It would be so interesting for some who would have the glass actually being filled. But it would be so sad for some to come at the end of the year and find out that you haven't put a single ball there inside. You haven't achieved anything. You know that within 2 months, people are already writing their resolutions for 2025. But wait, what about those resolutions you wrote down for 2024? What about those objectives? How many of them did you accomplish? Or even if some you didn't accomplish, but how many of them did you go to the end that you either found out, no, that's not for me, or yes, it is for me? So your time, just think an entire year. Man, an entire year lost with no progress. And we're not talking about results. We're not talking about the progress that you bought a car, the progress that you bought a house, because that's actually for me not part of the progress, but this is a result of your progress. It will come naturally. But we're talking about you as a human being, how you are today. We spoke time ago about how we treat people. How have you developed your habits? How have you developed your speech, your empathy? How have you developed the way you treat people in the YPG? Because just think of how many contents we give. Uncle Vinny, sincerely speaking, I'm not here, just sucking up for the Bible clock. But I don't think there is something better than Bible clock at 7 o'clock on Saturdays.
Yeah.
It's an investment. But out of all the Bible clocks, that there are at least 52, that's the number of weeks we have in a year. What have we developed and evolved with the Bible clock?
What have you committed to, or which lesson of the Bible clock have you actually committed to and applied? Think about that. What Shaka is saying is very true. It's 52 lessons in a year. 52. So think about this, guys. It's time we commit. And as you're speaking about helping one another, maybe it's time to commit to that one person who's been quiet. Maybe with so many options of friends, so many options of people to talk to, Maybe you commit to everyone who's already outgoing, but maybe you haven't took time to commit to that one person who, maybe even in the YPG or at school, they're by themselves. Maybe you haven't committed to them, to give them your time, to check on them, to
Even
see
the
how they
family,
are.
né? You know that at times you hear people complaining of the way their families go. And man, guys, family is an investment. Family is an investment. It's like you see a lot of young people, they want to get married, but they are not able to commit to that, to give that attention. Because you have got to understand, you receive what you give.
Yes.
So if your investment is low, you can't expect to have great results.
So guys, let's stop being stagnant. Maybe you are in a stage where you are undecided, and because of that lack of decision, you are in between many thoughts, because you are undecided whether to commit to something or not. Stop that. Take a decision. Commit to something for your benefit and for your growth. Commit to it. Take a decision, like, this is something I'm going to invest in. This is something that I'm going to push myself to do. I'm going to put my life, my mind into this, and I'm going to grow. Because you will gain something from it. And if you don't commit, understand that time will pass, but you will stay in the same place. And it's sad because when time passes, everyone moves. And if you don't move with time, naturally you stay behind. So you will see people progressing. You will see people being happy, achieving things and having their victories and so forth. And you will compare yourself with them. And then we self-sabotage and create our own monster because now we're not seeing our progress. But there's no progress because there has been a lack of decision-making, of commitment. Commit yourself to the YPG. Commit yourself to your nation. Commit yourself to your project. Commit yourself to the branch, because something in that YPG is going to push you to greatness, but you have to commit to it. You can't be half and half at all. You can't. So you need to think about this. Commit. Commit to moving on. Honestly speaking, maybe it's time to commit to moving on. I'm reading here, someone mentioned that they would not forgive themselves for the time wasted in the past. Maybe it's time to commit to moving on. Like, it happened, but now I'm moving on. Forgive yourself. We all make mistakes. Now you are actually wiser than what you were before, than who you were before. So commit to that and go with it.
And you know a funny fact that, I don't know how old they may be, 18, 20, 30 years old. We complain about, let me say I've wasted the last 30 years of my life, but I still have another 50 ahead to invest on. It's like, it's literally you paying attention on the things that you can still move then. You can still do. And the things which you can't influence, you can't do anything, then those are the things that you literally keep them on hold. It's not on you. What can you do about them? Nothing. Put on hold. But focus on the things which you can. Focus on the things that depend on your actions. They depend on you waking up earlier. They depend on you reading. They depend on you investing in yourself. Make yourself a product. You know, that kind of product that you invest in the propaganda, you invest in the development, because that's literally how the world goes about. I watched something this week. This guy has a book. He talks about nutrition and exercises. He said that he gave this book to Cristiano Ronaldo. He said that 2 weeks down in the line, Cristiano Ronaldo sends in a message. Can we talk? He said the book has 60 chapters. The guy ate the 60 chapters.
Wow.
And he knew everything about. So then you understand why, though at the age he is still staying.
He's still performing.
Exactly. As one of the best in the world. So he gives time to invest in the things that he wants because he knows the results he wants to have.
He's committed to his vision. period. He's committed to it, and I'm sure that with that commitment, he'll still have longevity in his career. And that's something that we need to strive for, that longevity in everything that we do. So commit, guys. Take it serious. I know we started off making it all fun and whatever. It was a nice build up to reach this point. Don't be like me.
Yeah, please finish
Please.
the series of your life, ne?
Yes. Well said, Shaka. Actually, finish the series of your life. Don't allow the multiple options to stray you away. Commit to something. Go with it. If it's not for you, it's not the end of the world. It's a lesson learned. It's not over. The nice thing about commitments is that you can commit to something. If it's not for you, you end it there and you pick up something else until you find what works for you. But commit. And as I was mentioning, commit to the YPG, because I know that when you commit here, you'll get it right everywhere else that you go.
This is the cradle of the champions, man.
Yes.
It's literally,
Home of legends.
this is the YPG.
Home of legends. Guys, we need to start wrapping up before the 2-hour committee fam in the comment section starts their petition. But reminding you all, let me see if I can get it here. I wonder if it's here. Reminding you all, just a second, guys. I'm just putting it here. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last round of our. Whoa, what did I just do here? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to do something here. Tomorrow is the final round of our photo challenge, and it's going to be interesting. I'm sure the media team throughout SA today was
I'm sure
stressing.
they went all out.
I'm sure they went all out. Just a second. Let me make sure that, okay, the mic still works. But yeah, I'm sure. Everybody went all out for the pictures, and we're going to see some beautiful pictures tomorrow. And yeah, I'm excited for it as well. Nervous, but excited for it.
Let's see how it goes about.
Let's see how it'll go about. So tomorrow, 7 p.m., the final round of the photo challenge. It is going to be interesting. And tomorrow in our YPG hangouts, we are going to be having the theme of signs. I just want to get the image on here, guys, so don't mind me. We're going to be having the theme here about the signs. So tomorrow, we're going to be talking about this in every YPG hangout. Shaka will be here in Park Station, 25 Plain Street, Johannesburg. If any of you are around town or you want to make a visit by town, then you can pay a visit to Uncle Shaka and the Park Station fam.
They'll be more than welcome.
I'm sure they will. I know the Park Station fam will commit to that family vibe.
Yeah, the only problem, some might try to hold you here, but never mind.
Yeah, they're committed to keeping you. They'll be committed to keeping you. And tomorrow I'll be at the grounds, 244. Yo, guys, this is a number. 24456 Iming Drive, Corner Kokwani Street, near Bara Taxi Rank or Bara Hospital. At 1 o'clock, we are going to be having the hangout at the grounds. We are going to be having the hangouts. Last week, Shaka, we did a mini podcast challenge. It was quite nice. I hope the team will add the video with last week and this week together so we can do something special. But yeah, that is, I think, on my side, Shaka.
It's time.
It's time. I think we need to take off because we also need to submit our pictures for the photo challenge.
9 o'clock is the
Deadline is
deadline,
deadline,
okay,
guys. We need to commit to the deadline. But I think on our side, that is it. So tomorrow, 7 p.m., we are going to be back to finish what we have started, which was the photo challenge. We've been committed throughout these weeks, and I'm sure that it is going to be something special. And you guys are savage. You guys are savage. No beef with this photo challenge. If you know, you know. If you know,
Man.
you know.
It's like the remote control, you know?
The YPG members be beefing. Hey, Mara, you guys have no chill. But I'm not going to entertain this, guys. It is try and we've got to bounce. So from us, thank you guys so much. It is that time. It's time to take off. See you guys until the next opportunity.